We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins number one. Take a stand, don't hesitate, yeah.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, first and 10. First down, Giants. They'll keep it on the ground. Gomez. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Up the middle they go. It's Gomez. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jackson Dart taking it in from the 20. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he returns this to the 22. At their own 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He caught it 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gomez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's into space past the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
They'll run for it with Achane. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point, a man good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go now.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 18, Panther 6, check off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60, 79 Broncos.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
There we go, sack. 70, smash.
Running left, Achane. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 14. And his throw here is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gomez. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing his dart.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And we get this one up to about the 39 here.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw now, Dart.
That was up and underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him, and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's Dart. That is incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, Dart.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Giants.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Rocco 80.
They'll look to throw here.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Room here to run. And the Giants have. And this is taken into the end zone. Recovery and a Giants touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Number 17, Jalen Waddle.
Out of the gun, here's a good A-Chan.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Throw caught by A-Chan. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. From the left side, it's complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Here's Koo to kick it off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
At the 60. At the 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Abdul Carter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
To throw is Dart.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, dart.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Up the middle they go. It's Gomez. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the air, dart.
Looking left sideline is complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now dart.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Go.
2nd and 15.
He's got a man complete. And finally brought down at the 43. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Dragon 60.
to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
At the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
H.M. gets it from the gun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Dart.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gomez. And he goes out right around the 39. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
4 yards.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, smash Bronco! Come on, set!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gomez. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 24.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
30 yards.
And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Go! Buffalo at 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Warriors, 70.
They'll set up to throw.
Well, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Deonte Banks with it.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
19 tight. 19 tight. Take go.
To throw, Dart. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's Dart. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Sanders on for the extra point. The snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 11. Throwing his dart. He finds his man complete. That's Gomez. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been aggressive airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gomez. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Dart going to look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of
bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing his Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Giants.
Throwing again. Here's Dart.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
19-yard line.
Dart. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Here's 2nd and 7.
On the tackle.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially